What a great start to the term we've had. We've had numerous Mother's Day celebrations across the seed, junior, middle and senior schools, with of course the mother-son weekend in the boarding house. We've had athletics competitions with ices and bass, and of course our school athletics at the end of last term. We've had the lap of the lake in atrocious weather, but nonetheless our students turned out in full number. We've had a great program of music emerging in the seed for our youngest students, and we've got so many more opportunities to come this term. Our musicians have been on music and band camps, and of course all of that is in preparation for Grammar in Concert, and I encourage you to get your tickets for that great event early. Well, we're in the Rennie Quadrangle, which is a lovely spot to be on such a nice sunny day. I've got Marco and Holly with me, both of whom are in Year 10 and are recently returned from the Year 10 City Site experience. Year 9s didn't get to go to City Site last year, so we had a make-up week for you. Marco, what was it like being in the big smoke for a week?
I thought it was amazing. I really loved being in the city, and it was amazing to just catch the tram to school every day and walk down to Flinders Street and really experience city life. I really enjoyed the diversity of experiences that were offered by the City Site experience, and it's whilst all the speakers and events were amazing, it was really just the little things that made it for me, like catching the tram in, seeing the variety of people that you see in Melbourne, and just sort of having that city life experience was really amazing.
Now I just want on the record that we didn't practice this, that was just off the cuff from Marco, and that's a pretty impressive response. Holly, what was your favourite thing that you did?
I really liked seeing the State Library because I'm obsessed with books, but it was really interesting to hear all the different speakers and their different perspectives and how they live their life staying true to their values and what they truly believe in.
Okay, another impressive response. Now the OGs came in, that's some past students, and presented to you all. Holly, some of the messages that you had as takeaways from there?
Some of the messages were really not to stress about it too much. It's okay if you don't know what you're going to do, and that school is fun and life after school is fun, so it's just to take everything that you have and enjoy it while it happens.
Yeah, good messages. And Marco, you got to Melbourne Uni and you said that was one of your favourite things, but you bumped into some past students there as well.
Yeah, so going to Melbourne Uni was amazing. I really loved seeing the campus and all the colleges and the libraries. I thought it was a really beautiful campus and really interesting to sort of think about my life could be this in the next couple of years. And yeah, as you said, I bumped into an old student, a grammar kid, Catherine Zhao, and it was really funny because we just sort of walked past each other and she gave me a hug, and it was just really great to see a fellow grammarian and a friend in the city. So it really cemented oh, this could be me in the next couple of years.
Great. So sounds like really positive experience, a great week. Shame it was just 1 week, but lovely to be up there. Thanks to you both for sharing your experience with us today.
Thank you.
Thank you for having us.
We're here in the Year 5-6C building, which is just the loveliest place for our Year 5 and 6 students to learn. Tess, Grace and Alex, help us with all the things that have been going on in the junior school. We'll start with you, Grace, though. What is it that you love about learning up here? I mean, there's not much not to like, but what's your favourite thing?
It's probably got to be the shared space area. It's easy for me because I get distracted in class a lot, so it's easy when you can go out and you just do whatever you want and you don't need to get distracted. And there's an awesome view as well.
Awesome view as well. Now, before we go to that awesome view, Tess, been a day. Highlight of the junior school calendar. Tell me about it. How did it all go?
Yeah, it was really good. I think that it went well, especially the cleanup. And it was really cool seeing all of the preps running around, and they were just so happy. And then you're thinking behind it all that it's for such a great cause.
And so tell me a little bit about that cause. What were we supporting from Being a Day?
Yeah, so we're supporting kids that are less fortunate than us, and we started off by just supporting Bina, and that's how we got the name. And then we kind of moved to sponsor more kids.
Yeah, great. And you had to manage all the money. How did that work?
Yeah, so we got together in groups and we would figure it out, and yeah, it was kind of just, you had to help out the younger ones, of course, because they were a bit how much do I give you? But it was a really cool experience as well, because that's when we're older and we have to get a job, that's what we're going to have to do.
Good. Now Alex, we're looking out at the oval here and it's just such a lovely spot to play at break times. What's your favourite thing?
Oh, it's so amazing. It's taken a very long time because we had an old oval before. It's been all dug up and then back down, and using the oval for the first time in a very long time has been really fun, especially, just kicking the footy around, having some fun with your friends, playing soccer, doing whatever you want has just become so much more fun.
Yeah. Well, Tess, Grace, Alex, you've got big things to come. You've got exhibition to come. You've got the Jeep trip, lots to look forward to in Year 6, and we wish you a great year ahead. So I'm here with Penny and Tom in Year 9, and I wanted to talk to them about their Sustainability Superheroes project. It's been a recent unit of study at Year 9. As we know, Year 9 has a stronger focus on sustainability even than other year levels. Penny, what was it all about?
Our sustainability project was creating sustainability back into Grammar's buildings and teaching the little kids of Year 4s and seed kids about how to introduce sustainability back into our recreation and what we already have.
Great, so making sure that sustainability is really prominent in all that we do, particularly at school. So how did it really work, Tom, with going down to the Year 4s? You went and taught them?
Yeah, so what we did was we took them down to, well, they were already there, we took them down to the farm and we went outside, some people did outside, and we did a little hands-on sort of project. So we got a little water bottle and showed them how water filtration goes and taught them a little about how water is sort of scarce around some areas.
So water quality and water scarcity, important messages, as we've got many in our community who've experienced drought and know just how precious water and clean water is. So Penny, what was the learning from it all?
As Year 9s, I think it was a good eye-opener to see that there is lots of new buildings going around at Grammar, and just keeping in mind that there are animals and plants around us that we have to keep alive and care for, as well as having good facilities for us as well.
Yeah, great. So balance in everything that we do with the environment front and centre. Thanks, Tom. Thanks, Penny. Lovely to talk to you.
Thank you.
Well, we've got so much to look forward to between now and the end of term, and indeed towards the end of the year. But that's not to pretend for a moment, of course, that we haven't encountered some pretty hard illnesses with colds, flus and COVID-19 really knocking members of our community, students, staff and families, and us needing to take real care of one another. But looking ahead, we've got NODOC week to celebrate between now and the end of the term. We've got the Jeep trip for our junior school students heading to Tasmania. We've got round square trips to Oxford in the United Kingdom for the Round Square student-led conference. We've got another trip for Round Square visiting Wanganui Collegiate and Christ College in New Zealand for our Year 10 students in September. Speaking of New Zealand, I'm going to be taking sabbatical for the month of June and spending a month in the South Island of New Zealand, and during that time Chris Beachy and Mark Warwick will be acting heads, ably assisted by Brianne Cuthbert, Head of Senior School, and Corinne Naylor in the seed whilst I'm away. I'm looking forward to coming back recharged for the beginning of next term. Don't forget to get your tickets to Grease Reimagined, all those toe-tapping tunes, and the production will be playing at the beginning of next term. I look forward to seeing you when I'm back from sabbatical in July. In between times, have a great finish to term.